you doing, Zach? I came in a little bit early. Still checking the camera and everything. Cool. There we go. Just setting everything up. Hey, George, what's up, brother? Okay. I'm making the screen bigger. James, what's up, my friend? Let me know if the audio is okay. And Eternally and Adam Bro. Yeah, I am a little early. And Ramon, Jorg, waiting for leave to kick in. Yeah, I know that feeling. There we go. Got everything set up. Heather will be in momentarily. He spent the day doing a big food order. Ugh, that wasn't cheap. Thank you, George. I didn't use my external microphone tonight because I really I made a couple recordings and my dog's acting nuts. And I didn't notice a difference from the external microphone to the laptop microphone. I hope that makes sense. My brain stopped for a minute. But I think I'm going to get a better microphone later. But if I start doing the live chats like I want to up the garage, then I'll be using the microphones that are on my phone, which are much better, you know. But it's cold here. How about some temperature rundowns so you guys can all make me feel sad? Because it's, I don't know what it is here tonight, but it's chilly. It's got to be in the 20s, I think, you know. Yes, we have 20 people, but we only have 9 likes. So please X out, hit like, and rejoin the chat. I truly appreciate that. And I'm sure you folks get tired of hearing me say that, but the likes is what helps the algorithm. It has nothing to do with money. It's the algorithm. When you hit the like button, what happens then is YouTube promotes it more for more people to see it. So that's why I always ask people, you know, to please do that. Yes, it does, George. Thank you very much. Hey, Dawn, how are you? And I hope you're doing well. Okay, we have North Carolina 39 here, the teens next week. Yeah, you know what, Adam? It's been in the 30s here at night. Ramon, I'm not sure where you're at. I was looking at the temperature because I got a lot of stuff to do, and maybe somebody will have an idea for me tonight. Help me a little bit. But anyhow, I'll get to that in a second. Hey, what's up, Romeo? Well, Vintage 76. I have a bad habit of saying everybody's names, and then people probably wonder, like, which one are you talking to, you know? But I call him Romeo. Oh, you're in California. Okay. I actually, excuse me, I was on live chat last night. I'm sorry, not live chat. I screwed up. I was on video chat with Facebook with one of our club members out in California last night for 2 hours, and that was a lot of fun. Uncle Bon, his channel's popularity contest, and he's a blast. We literally, we had a lot of fun. We said, well, we've talked on the phone before, but that was the first video live chat, and I had a blast. Subaru conversion are air cooled. Well, to tell you what, Rip, I'm going to call you Rip. It'll be easier. Welcome in. I must admit, and everybody will get upset probably, you know, I prefer air cooled because that's what this is all about. However, I'm going to do one Subaru conversion, not anytime soon, because I have to do Heather's car next. Then I'm doing a Porsche kit car, and then I'm going to do Subi conversion. I should do that in a kit car. But Subaru motors are very outstanding. I've owned quite a few of them, so yeah. But I do air cold on the channel, you know what I mean. And Delta, good evening to you, brother. you are in Florida. Would you recommend using a 137 main on my 1634 pit carb? In Florida, I don't know, but I have never used a 137 main on a, Solex or, whatever you use an MP34. I have used 130s because the 127.5 main, with all of our ethanol and blah, 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 bioengineering, who knows, our gas is poopy. So, I mean, I've always went to a 130, although one time I did go to a 135. But 137 seems a little on the steeper side, though. But you have to read your plugs, to figure that out. Misty from the V-Dub store, I don't think she's in here tonight, possibly. She has jets just on stock. And when you call her and go, Misty, Slade told me to call you. Give me a jet now. And you'll have it within 48 hours. Let me see. Ken, what's up, bud? Fire up some bologna sandwiches. Well, I haven't done that in a while. That sounds good. For the kiddos, it's currently 45 in North Arkansas and getting colder. Yeah, we got a cold one coming. We're going down to like -9 at night, maybe in 4 or 5 days. I can't remember. I could go for a fried bologna sandwich now. Thanks, Ken. Now I'm hungry. I like fried bologna sandwiches. We got 30 here in California, New Jersey, hoping to hit the road through Florida tomorrow night before the snow gets here. 7 inches. Ooh, expected Sunday. Yuck. Okay, that's not fun. I can see why George is departing us up north. George is a good guy. I got to see him on video at the V. Well, I mean, he has a YouTube channel, though, I'm sorry. But I got to see him like kind of real, you know what I mean? And he was at Misty's V-Dub store, and her little girls were trying to get him to buy a few things. It was a great video. I really liked it because it was personalized. And I hope, George, that you make it July 12th. If you can't, I understand. I do. We got some people coming up, though, from Georgia, Kentucky, North Carolina, South Carolina, Wisconsin. I don't have to drive that far for this. Everybody calls you Rip. Okay. It's easy, it sounds kind of cool. Buster's Travels would be Dave. How you doing, brother? Dave showed up too with Buster at our picnic this prior year. And great food was so very informative. Thanks, Dave. Thanks. I don't think I viewed that as one of the better videos, but I always look down at myself on my videos. That's just, it is what it is. You know what I mean? But I got to do a binge watch, Dave. I got to catch up on your videos. It's been a little hectic over the holidays and that. So now things are finally calming down. Brian Mead, what is up, brother? That is somebody else that trailered his states away and showed up for the last Slade picnic. Well, the first annual, Finally fixed my son. We were expecting 3 to 5 in Wilmington, North Carolina, and this is rare. Yeah, you know what? We've been getting some real weird weather. It's been really cold here, like really cold. But, I was going to say I'm used to it. No, I'm not. 54, Alameda, California, the Bay Area. 54, I could do that. I'd be happy with that. And Otto, what's up? On the way in, hello to everybody, Otto says. And Kevin, yeah, I know, I did start early. You know what? I had everything lined up, and I look fuzzy. Ugh. I don't want to unplug the cam because it'll disconnect me. But yeah, I got started a little bit early. Delta Box, thank you for being here and blessings to you. I appreciate it. Do they offer non-ethanol fuel in Pennsylvania? Yeah, actually they do. Brian, I'm sorry. Up the street from me, there is a gas station that's been there since like the 50s. And then they have the regular run-of-the-mill fuel, but they have like racing diesel, non-ethanol fuel, 110 or 114 octane racing fuel. Not cheap, though. Hopefully oil prices come down a little this spring or summer, because that'd be nice then, so I can do stupid stuff. But yeah, they do offer it. You know what, Brian? It's probably me being me. I always like think when I'm buying that ethanol free, like, is it really, or are they just trying to make more money? Like, I should do a short video and get some ethanol free fuel and then do a jar of it and test it. That might be a good video to show people if it's the real deal. Or is that rude? Rip said, I have a 66 Poly T bug with the new variant buggy chassis. That is awesome. I've never, Brian, right above you there, Brian has a buggy. I don't know if he's bringing that or his other car to the meet. It's tough because they're really both nice, but then I like him to bring his Beetle because there'll be a bunch of Beetles. So, I mean, it's, I never had a buggy yet, to be honest with you. That'll have to be on my bucket list, like, but I'm getting old, so I could do it quick. We are getting a real winner this year. Yes, we are, brother. Scott, it's a very dear friend of the family. Scott Sutton there. He lives right up the street from me, technically speaking. But yeah, brother, we're getting a interesting winner. Using 127.5 main at 34.3, but did up the idle for him 55 to 60. Oh yeah, I always like a 60 idle jet. Got my jets from the V-Dub store. Great service. Oh, Misty's awesome. I mean, one thing I can say, well, many things, but I'll just say one is when I call Misty, she answers the phone. I don't have to push 1, push 8, speak, some crazy language. Like, she's on the phone going, what do you need? And with me, it's like, hey, Slade, she knows me. She's a family friend. But I like the service from her. It's personalized service. There's no bull crap, you know what I mean? But the 127.5 main, I've used them, but I usually go with a 130. These engines like to run rich. But yeah, the 55 to 60, there's a difference, Auto. I completely agree. Delta box, I would start 127, go up to 130. What distributor are you using? And I will do my best to make it. Maybe I can start northward and hook up with the convoy. You know what, George? I was thinking about that. Because Air Sucker's Garage on here, Kevin Elliott, Darren's not in here yet. Darren Wally's in North Carolina. I'm going to set you up with a few of these folks who are wonderful people. And I was thinking about that. When you do go to head up, if you can, I understand, you can possibly hook up with them and just boom, a whole fleet of you guys causing trouble. Sorry, coming up together. Dale, how are you, sir? Good evening to you. Nowadays, a wideband kit or color tuned kit is way better than a fine tuned engines. Oh yeah, Vintage, I agree. I've never tried the wideband kit, and that's probably one of the best recommendations I've seen on chat. I want to try that really bad, and I know we try to keep it like simplicity, so to speak, but sometimes you got to add a little, like I'm going with electric fuel pump. So a lot of people will frown and beat me up after school or something weird, but I'm going to do a fuel pump. I wouldn't mind doing some type of tune so I can get them exhaust gases and stare at the meter and go, I have no idea what the hell I just looked at. But, I'm just kidding. I can do that. I agree. Sometimes a little bit of technology added in is not a bad thing, because what are we working with? Like late 30s concept, so to speak. I hope that all made sense. Vintage 76 always has really good, even on the group, privately sometimes, Messenger always has really good ideas. He is part of the Samba classifieds also and the Samba forum. So he's been around the block a little while here. It is really non-ethanol. They add the ethanol when they fill the tanker to deliver to the stores. Okay, Adam, I wasn't sure how that worked. Well, but what you said makes total sense. Total sense. I forget what it is. I'll look the next time I'm out, as I'm always going past there and getting fuel. I'm going to look and see how much it is a gallon. When gas was really through the roof, it was like $6 a gallon. right now we're at where I live, and most of you know where I live. I think we're at 3.50 a gallon. I have a good feeling that probably late spring we're going to be down to about $1.99 a gallon. I just made that up because I want to feel better. Hey, what's up, Ben? Never been funny. I have a bad habit of saying everybody's names, and I don't mean to do that. I'm so used to you guys. You're all family. The picture looks good on my side. Outstanding, James. Oh, Heather just sneaked in here.
You messed me up. You went in early.
Yeah, I know. I wasn't going to. Wait a minute. I can't get the camera set up. And everybody was sending me like the little middle finger emojis, and they're like, go in early. I'm like, all right, but let me see here. Picture looks good on my side. Brian. Gave my mother-in-law a lawnmower, told her to only use non-ethanol. She said, okay. Spring came, went and start, pulled off the carb full of gummy balls. Are you serious? Wow. Wait, I just took myself out. There we go. Wow. And I can remember, this is going to, I don't know, maybe some of you aren't even going to believe me, and it's okay. I have nothing to gain by being dishonest. I remember going to the junkyard with my father, and I'll make the story short. And that would have been back in the 70s. I was a kid. There would be cars that would be sitting clear back in that you could tell they'd been there for years. And you never forget that smell of the old fuel, good old leaded gasoline. They'd get them cars started, and they'd sit there and run perfect. Like, why can't we still do that? And I guess it's from the fuel back then. I mean, I'm sure they're trying to keep our health a little better. No, they're not. But 33 peeps in here and only 25 likes. We need to do better. 36 and only 28 likes. Come on, folks. Hit the like button. It's free. We are 2.78. So you are $2.78 a gallon. Wow, that's a lot cheaper than here. Although I'm Pennsylvania, I don't know much about Commonwealth. But every time I say anything, people say, well, you're living in a Commonwealth. I don't know what that means. It doesn't even sound like a good name, Commonwealth. But RPA taxes are a little high on stuff in general. You know what I mean? Innovate wide, man. Good stuff. Absolutely, Dale. And hey, Glenn, how are you? You made it in? And Ben said, we delivered non-ethanol to a store. Oh, that's right. You drove tanker. We delivered non-ethanol to a store. It was the same price as regular gas. Just about. Oh, good, dog. I'm trying to be famous anyway. Wait a minute, Ben, because you did drive a tanker truck. You mean to tell me, and I know you're done now, so it don't matter what you say now, the non-ethanol was the same price as the regular unleaded? I mean, it's double the price up here. What happened? What's wrong? What's wrong?
She's shredding my stuff.
What is that?
My decorations.
Okay, sorry. Lily's being maniacal while we're in here. But $2.79 a gallon here for 87. Well, I could go for some of these prices. Innovate wideband is good also, but cost more than AM. Oh, yeah, absolutely, Romeo. I mean, I get it, but sometimes it's nice to pay the little extra and have something nice and functional that you can read. Non-ethanol is about $3.48 a gallon. I run it in the Bug and Fred. Wow, I'll check the price when I'm out tomorrow, but I think it's like $5.50 a gallon here. But like I said, hey, Jim Lorish, how are you, brother? Ours, and Jim would know. Jim don't live far from me, maybe half hour. I think we're around $3.50 a gallon for regular unleaded right now. I mean, can't buy non-ethanol in Delaware. Wow, really, Glenn? It's weird after I'm premium and an additive. I always run additives in my air cooled. Probably don't have to, but I do because of the flat tap at cam and so on and so on. But I know people that still put a cap full of mystery oil in their gas, some type of ethanol additive. I don't know why. I can't remember it was a Lucas type of thing or something like that. But I just want to be able to put gas in the car instead of playing games. But we have no choice now, you know, so to speak. Yeah, around here it was pretty close to around $2.90 right now a gallon. Wyoming has no state income tax, no tax on food. We like to keep our money. Wow, yeah, it's different in every state. There's no doubt about that. We paid $2.57 a day at the beach, and race fuel is $10 a gallon here. Oh crap! I don't think my well, no, I shouldn't say that until I check. I'm going to do a rundown and check tomorrow. I'll go by the gas station and take a picture of the pumps because that'll bother me now. But I believe I just bought gas. I filled Heather's Cherokee up earlier tonight, and I think it was $3.50 a gallon for regular. I put high octane in it last week, and I don't even know why I did it for. But I put that Chevron in, that cleaning additive, that black bottle. It's supposed to be one of the better cleaners. I poured that in and filled the tank with 93. I don't know why I put the 93 in a factory Jeep. Let me see. Now, Moose, what's up, brother? Welcome in. What do we have? Well, we're getting close. We got 40 folks and 32 likes. I feel sad. So we're going to try a center mount on the... Wait, my screen jumped. There we go. What is that? Oh, hi, kid. 1914. That EG vid said she was good info. I like the center mount look. I'm so tempted to install the good one I bought. Easy Jeezy had quite a few. That shirt's fitting funny, probably because I got a sweatshirt under it. Easy Jeezy has some good vids on a center mount. I have the dual 40 cadrons, however you want to pronounce it. I like saying cadron. It sounds better. I don't know why. She's going to attack me. And sorry, she's a baby yet, so she does really weird stuff. I wanted to try a center mount IDF once. I don't know if I'll need a 40 or 44 IDF. I believe my buddy Evan has a whole center mount manifold and everything. But I see some people, you know, oh, I can't get them to idle right or run right and this and that. And then I have some other people that took their time and tuned them properly, and they ran great. So, but the 40 caddies I got, the 40 cadrons, I'm sorry, I heard a lot of good about cadrons. I've always ran dual Webers, and I've heard a lot of good about the 40 cadrons. So chime in on it if you have some facts on there. The new 76 probably does, I imagine. The caddies are supposed to run good, but I just wanted to do a center mount once to try that out. Where are you going, kid? Let me see. Oh, that gold one you bought, Brian, by the way. Yeah. As soon as I seen it, I'm like, ooh. I'll drive around without my deck lid off, which I usually do. I don't know why I do that. Once I tuned my carb for ethanol, I have been sticking to it, but I ran Seafoam and MMO and each fill up, no issues so far. So you're running Seafoam, regular Seafoam. Yeah, okay. Marvel's Mystery, I get it. My buddy Johnny, the admin on our group, he actually puts a cap full of mystery oil in every tank full. And our tanks aren't very big, so cap full is probably a good bit. So you're running Seafoam every time you run it. Is there a reason for that? Because I've messed around with Seafoam in the past, but I can't verify anything by it, if that makes sense. It's the zinc it's lacked in, Glenn, and you're right. With our flat tappets, or I'm sorry, flat lifters, I showed my age there, didn't I? A lot of people like to run the Valvoline VR1 that has the zinc. But to tell you the truth, I don't know. People are going to go, oh, man, I have always been a Castrol GTX fan. And I won't get into a long story because I'll have you in up till 3 a.m. The Castrol GTX, I have had motors that I've put, 80,000 miles on. And I was younger, so I would tear stuff apart just because I'm an idiot like that. And I tore these motors down, and they were clean. I tore down one with Quaker State, and don't anybody get mad here. It was so gummed up, and I was changing my oil every 2,500 miles. I'll never buy Quaker State. It happened to my father too. And we were always tearing our engines down and checking them, doing stuff because, you know, that's what we enjoyed doing. But I like to run Castrol GTX and some type of ZDDP additive, you know. I went really far with that story, didn't I? Scott is my bro, 345 today where I live, and he lives 10 minutes away. I was thinking Sunday for coffee, by the way, Scott, but we'll hook up on a phone tomorrow. That's about, I said 350, so I was pretty close because I have paid attention, but I'm tired of paying high gas prices, high food prices, and stuff. And Cruisin' Man, good evening to you, and you finally made it, and I'm glad you did. And we have Lisa, my friend, and I hope are you feeling a little better? And Darren, hey all, early and 40 already. I thought you just turned 40 like a few weeks ago, I thought, you know, but I know it's 40 in North Carolina. And 409 a gallon. Wow. That 409 for the cheap. That's a little on the higher side. Techron is great cleaner. I swear by it. Did she really damage some stuff? Oh boy. Lily got weird and tore up some decorations or something while we were in here. Yeah, I guess that's what it was, George. The black bottle. I think I said Chevron or something, but Techron. And honestly, this Jeep I bought, it had 48,000, or I'm sorry, I lied, 58,000 miles on it. Seems like it was taken care of quite well, according to, you know, reading some background history on it. But I thought I'll run that through a tank full every oil change because I guess it's stronger, Jorg. Right me if I'm wrong, or wrong me if I'm right. I thought it was better than Berryman's, although I like Berryman's B12. Sounds like a vitamin. But Techron, I like running through, and it seems to have a lot of good reviews, but I can't verify anything like that. And John, how are you? Thank you for catching up. You got to make it down to St. Croix for Sound of Bug Out, Volume 3. Oh, I wished I could. I really do. I mean, nothing's ever out of the question. I just got a lot going on right now. I would like to this summer, if possible. I just bumped my screen and then everything moved. There we go. I wish I could bring Heather and even jump in her Jeep at this point, you know, and boom, you know, come down to some big events. I think it would be a lot of fun, you know. But we don't have that many big ones, southwestern Pennsylvania here. All engines run different. They run tests for optimum ones. You're running with different octane levels. Use what's recommended. I run 87 on my 04 on the gas cap. Oh, yeah, Ben. I run 87 in Heather's Grand Cherokee. It has that 3.6. Why does it look fuzzy on there? The picture looks fuzzy. The video. But I run 87 in it all the time. And for some reason, when I put the Techron in, I put 93 in. I really don't know why I did that. But it has like 290 horse. And it still says just 87, you know. Real Cadrons are good. MP clones, not so much. Oh, these are the caddies, or Vintage 76. This is a really bad habit. I get to know you folks, and I'm calling you by your real name everywhere. The caddies I got, they're the real deal. I would just have to get a hold of Thingy-mabob from the Caddy Shack, Jeff, and get the proper jetting for my build and my area, you know. Lemon killer, because I use so many lemons and baking soda on the rims to deep clean rust. Heather did a video what about cleaning rust, like
That was a little while ago.
Was that a little while ago? 5, 6, 7 months?
Yeah.
Heather did a video on how to clean rust, blah, blah, blah. It was actually a fun video. She was cleaning rust off of a lot of chrome that we had in it. Actually come out fairly well, you know. I know guys that builds VWs out of Utah already, Motorsports. He runs the 85 in his bus. and tows his bug with it, but that's what his engine likes. Yeah, and you know what? It's I can't say that all the motors are completely different, but they are different in their own way. So you are right. It all depends on your motor and a little bit of tweaking and playing around, But Heather will be in some more videos with me soon. Heather looks very upset. Lily did something really bad, and she's even laying in her bed upset.
She never usually does that, and she really upset me.
Yeah, I seen Heather in the other room go, "Oh no." Lily's usually pretty good, but she apparently ripped something up, which is really weird for her demeanor. But you all right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I don't want to know what she did because Heather never gets upset that easy. And Rich, what's up? Welcome to the VW crew, brother. I hope you're doing good, and I'm glad you stopped in, and I hope you've been smiling lately, brother. And Ken said to the GTX, I like it. I've run it for years in Glen. You know what? I've been running it since I was a kid. That's a long time ago, and I've never had no complaints. And I was in here 3 minutes early, and 40 people in here already. Oh yeah, they come on Friday nights. That's why I'm trying to keep it on Friday nights because oh, you have your members shirt on.
Mm-hmm.
We're not matching tonight.
I didn't want to be like you.
Well, we're gonna. Hey,
I wanted to be like myself.
well, you do it. You be
I will.
You be Heather.
I
You
will.
Be Heather.
I will.
She's gonna step in some videos with me in a couple weeks because I need kicked in the ass to keep things going. So she's gonna do the sound deadener, a little bit of spray painting, and different things. So I just got to.
We got to get this car done.
I know. Well,
because if I don't step in, it ain't getting done.
Well, I know. We'll have Heather do the dual carb tuning.
I can do it.
You probably could, being around enough. And Seafoam, half a bottle each tank to stabilize the fuel, and 4 ounces MMO. Take a picture of this. What Otto said. That's good information. Every fill up, more peace of mind than anything else. Otto, the Seafoam that you're using, it's just the regular Seafoam. Nothing. I don't know if they have any newfangled stuff out like Seafoam with bacon or something. I must be hungry. Bacon. I like bacon. So that's just a regular Seafoam, half a bottle with 10 or 11 gallon, technically speaking. I never tried it yet that way. Video looks fuzzy because you need to shave. I do need to shave. I shaved. I know.
No, it's not even that bad.
It looks it on film.
It does. We look all messed up tonight.
We were out running for like 6-7 hours today. Let me see. I got to catch up here because I talk. You
already did all that.
Okay, I'm looking. Calm your hormones down there. And come on down. If Slades Beetle is reported in your taxes, you don't have to answer that one. Trips to shows will be tax deductible.
Yeah, that's true.
If I come down there and I'm sleeping on your couch.
You don't want him sleeping on your couch. He snores too loud.
Yeah, I do. Heather at night constantly, hon.
That's why I have an upstairs bedroom all to myself.
Yeah, she has an extra room. Techron has live level of PEA. It doesn't play around. I like to put a bottle in a tank before a road trip that uses a full tank. It pushes my wife's Impala mileage up to about 30.
No.
Oh, wow, Jorg. What I do, Jorg, and I don't know if this is right or wrong or if it really matters, but what I did in Heather's Jeep is I don't like my tank below half a tank, but I ran it down to between empty and a quarter, added the Techron, and then I put all together. I made sure I had 20 gallon in the tank because it'll hold 25, but I did 20 because the bottle said 21 gallon or under. So I did it exactly how it called for on the bottle because I used to use B12 Chemtool Berryman's all the time. But I wanted to try this because I've heard a lot of good about it. I'm not having no problems so far, with the Jeep, but I just thought I'd treat it to a little, something nice. Let me see here. Boom, boom. Good night, Ken. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. I hope you have a great weekend. Good night, Ken. Get on him, Heather.
I will. We're done with these games.
And Toby, you figured it out, brother. Welcome in. And we have Jeff seems like a good guy. Ordered scout exhaust for him. Long story. I wish them well during the fires going on there. Yeah, Brian, I've actually been keeping up on. He's been putting shorts up, or maybe the regular videos, talking about what's going on, and I hope he's okay. Jeff's a good guy. I was told just call, give him my build sheet where I live because of my altitude, not attitude. And he'll tell me, well, he'll send me exactly what jets I need. I know he grinds the numbers off. I don't really care. But they said he'll nail it. He'll know exactly what I need for the caddies because that's kind of all he does, with not all he does, but for the carburetors, he's like a master with those ones. Hey, Neil, how are you? And that must be what I need. Swift kicking, he has to get mine done. Darren, I've been, not to make an excuse, but I'm going to. When I'm filming, it slows everything down. If I wasn't filming, I'd have the car knocked out fast. But it's worth it to film because I'm seeing a lot more comments of people saying, I needed this video, I needed that video. And this is great. It's great. It's like one big family. You know what I mean? And I'm not just saying that. I actually mean it. I say it to Heather a lot. But I need to kick up the pace. It's cold out. I've got a problem, though, that I got to figure out because when I heat my garage, I can get up to 70 degrees with no problem. But when I start spraying, which I have to do very shortly here, well, as soon as I open the window and put the exhaust fan in to pull the fumes out, I'm just going to start pulling the heat out the window. So I don't know what I'm going to do there. I got to figure that out. Okay, regular seafoam. Auto, I was just making sure because there's so many different items out now. So I'll keep that in mind. I appreciate you adding that in here because, I don't know everything. I mean, it's nice to get extra tips like that, especially with what we're dealing with now with these fuels. They say up to 10% ethanol, and it could be absolutely right. I don't know, but I have half a mind to get a couple different jars of fuel and test them to see where the ethanol levels are at and everything, And Toby says, hello to everybody. He had just joined about a week and a half ago.
Welcome to the club.
Yeah, and he sent me a picture on Messenger tonight of his Beetle. I can't show that while I'm in here, though. And he's on his game, starting into it, which is really cool. Lose the chin fur.
I like him better with the goatee.
She likes the whole thing, And what is the matter with you? She likes the whole get up. And I did it for a little while. I actually had a mustache my whole life, believe it or not. And then
grumpy cat.
What happened? I got weird and shaved everything off. Made me look older too. It's bad enough I look older now. Hey guys, sorry I'm late. Had to take a call from my mom. Mom first, Mike. I get it, brother. You're never late. Remember, it was a Chinese freebie. I find you a bed. I get 38 miles per gallon. Wow. And 43 on a highway on a new Beetle. That's actually pretty good. Wow. You're welcome, Toby. I appreciate you joining in every Friday night. Usually I wait till 9, but I got to run out tonight like around at least by 10, quarter after. I got some running to do late at night, believe it or not. So I thought I'd jump in here a little bit early. Let me see. Brian never spoke to Jeff, always talk to McWell, and he answers the phone. Nice guy. Okay, at least I'll know that if I call. And jetting for altitude and jetting for attitude are two different things. We appreciate you, Slade and Heather. Thank you, Rich. I appreciate all you folks. I really do.
We appreciate you guys more.
Oh, well, the thing is, if we didn't have all these comments on the videos, then I'd think, well, I'm wasting my time because nobody needs them, So I really do appreciate that. Sounds like you need a CPAP machine to sleep better. You know what? My doctor talked about removing something. Probably my
adenoids.
Yeah, is that what that's called?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I mean, he said it would just stop it. I don't know how he knew that, but I just figure, I do sleep good though, sort of, and I figure my snoring doesn't affect me. So I mean,
whatever.
Slade, that's it. I told him to go. Altitude, cam stroke valves, exhaust. He hooked me up. Oh, so he's just Adam. He's the same as talking to Jeff. So if I do call her, I don't feel like I got to get Jeff to get these jets right. So I'm glad you actually did tell me that. I wanted to do that soon because as soon as I get an alternator, I don't have one. I wanted to start it up on the floor, on my stand or whatever, just to get the feel of it, a little bit. It already had the cam break-in done. Jane Froze, I thought the same thing. I got one. And Auto isn't the buffet lyric. And Neil, all that filming and editing takes a huge amount of time. I really appreciate your videos. They help me a lot. Thank you, Neil. And I'm quite sure that a lot of folks don't realize that. But, each week, even though I have a ton of work to do, I have to think, what can I do this week? I guess that's called a content creator.
Where's your snake?
And I can be in the garage for 8-9 hours filming because you're moving the camera, doing something with the camera, and then another 6 hours or 8 hours of editing. So it does take time more than what meets the eye. Somebody told me recently to have Heather film in the background to do a behind the scenes of while I'm filming. And then
you have the bleep, bleep, bleep.
Yeah,
bleep.
they'll be editing out a lot of stuff I say, but and then do behind the scenes with editing. But the only reason I'm not going to do that is I don't want people to get that effect of, oh, Slade wants us to feel bad for what he said. That's the only reason I won't do that. Behind the scenes with me is not very fun, Let me see here. Hello, all. Roger, how are you? And NC Auto Man, hello to you. And Rich, welcome Toby in. Hello, James Pace finally made it in here. Thank you.
Hello, everyone.
NC Auto Man. Darren's like, where are you from? Because he's in North Carolina. And let me see. Oh, shit, George. Much love to you and Heather. I have to call tonight. I'm laying here out below. Try to stay awake. I have to finish load trade tomorrow and get on the highway. Peace out, everyone. George, I hope you didn't leave yet. God bless you, brother. Peace to you. And please keep in contact with me on Messenger. Let me know that you're okay because you're doing a lot of work accomplishing what you're doing, brother. I hope you heard that. And please be careful. George is a good guy. And my dog just got weird. Change the altitude, vice versa. Heather, I change up my facial hair so Murray will think she's with a new guy.
See, now that's a good husband.
Thanks.
That's a really good husband. I tried to get him to buy like different uniforms, like a police officer.
Hey, okay, Heather's done for the night, folks. She'll see you next time.
You say you want me in these live chats, so I'm here.
Well, it's nice when you join in and act normal. Thanks, Adam. Adam, that's how to help me out. Your sucker's on a roll. He's always on a roll. Darren, I'm originally from North. Oh, okay. It's Mary's reaction when she realizes same old Adam.
That was a good comeback.
Hey, Bob Putty, what's up, brother? He is way out in Wisconsin. Well, I guess depending on where you live, it may not be way out. Bob, and I'm sure Vicky might be sitting in the background going,
hi, Vicky.
Oh, God, it's Slade. Nobody lives by me. I'm in the middle of nowhere, hours of nothing each side. Yeah, you know what, Ben? But that's pretty cool because even when you were driving a rig or your Beetle, you have the nicest photos you put up. I mean, where you live, it's like God's land. I mean, it is like beautiful, beautiful. Thank you, Heather. Glad I could help Slade. You've been a big help, Adam. I thank you. When they find me hanging in my basement, you'll go, did I cause that?
He won't think nothing of it.
North Carolina, where are you at now? Yeah, Darren, that's why when I say North Carolina, it's nice because even people like, well, Kevin, I mean, I know he's not right next door to you, but it's nice when you folks all get together in different states. I had somebody else, same thing as you guys, Adam and Darren. It was in Florida, but I forget who it was. But somebody had a Slade shirt on. I don't know if they had this one on or the one Heather's wearing, but that's the official member shirt. Mine's like, just I like mine. I think it's cool. But
can you look under there for her snake, please? I think it was under there.
Oh,
she's crying.
They were actually no, it's not under there. The cat lost her toy, so she's having a convulsion. But I actually had come across Florida. Somebody said, wow, I got to meet somebody. And they said it was pretty cool. We met because we each had your shirts on and ran up to each other and started talking. And I thought that was really cool because, it's tough enough in this world to meet people like-minded, you know what I mean? And I think that the chair's stuck on. There we go. It's, hey, Lonnie, how are you? It's tough enough in this world to meet people that have things in common, like my cat that's weird. But I'm not saying everybody run out and buy a shirt. I probably came across wrong with this, but it's nice to know.
Hi, Lonnie.
When somebody says, hey, I was at a meet and I seen somebody with one of your shirts on and blah, blah, blah. Next thing you know, they were gabbing away. When I went to Jim's in Ohio, I think in July, can't remember when I went now, Jim's VW in Ohio, another great guy, nice shop too. I was surprised. I seen quite a few Slade shirts there. I didn't film. That was the first time we went to a car show and I didn't film. I almost was kind of let down. But here's why. Here's my excuse: is my son was with me, Heather, both my daughters, my granddaughters, their husbands, and I thought, I'm not filming. I'm just not filming. I want to be with my family and have a really nice time. And I did. It was really, really a great time. Let me see. What part of Florida? Blah, blah, blah. Let me see. I'm good. Getting cold here in Dallas, but not as cold as y'all. Oh, no,
freezing.
Lonnie.
We're supposed to hit -9 in a couple days.
Yeah, we're going to go to -9.
It's nasty.
And that isn't fun. Thank goodness for auto start for Heather on her Jeep. So when she gets in, it's toasty. I got to figure out what I'm going to do, for painting. I got to get paint work done in my garage. So if anybody has ideas, let me know. Because as soon as I put the exhaust fan in the window, the heat's leaving. So it's kind of like a ass backwards thing I got to do. Kentucky, what's up? I think just go live from the shop and work in the bug, not worrying about DIY videos every week. Love to see you finish Chaos soon and then start on Heather's bug.
Thank you.
Well, you know what? And I have procrastinated about one thing is I keep saying I'm going to go live from the garage. And truthfully, I was going to order the Ethernet cord, and I didn't because I'm going to have to take the laptop up with the webcam for stuff like this. But when I'm working on the car, I'll still do DIY video every week because I'm building a index up for everybody. But I think I'm going to try just for the heck of it. I'll do it on a weeknight messing around to see how it works. It's just making my phone go live. I'm putting it on a tripod, pointed at what I'm doing, and just start working and maybe just talk from the background a little bit. I hope that made sense. And Arizona, I grew up in West Palm Beach. Tanner, what's up, Tad? Terrence Moore, how are you, brother? And he even said hello to the kitty. Close club to me, 91 miles. Wow. I did join it. Made me the meetings. Closest club 6 hours away. Wore my Slade shirt in Vegas. Oh, thanks,
Cool.
Ben. That was cool. I appreciate that. Yeah, I don't have much near me either. I have to cross the state line, which is not a big deal, when I got to go to a big show. If everything keeps catching on with Slade's annual event each year, is where I got it this year. Hi, Alita. Good evening, honey. How are you? I got a much bigger pavilion, a much bigger parking lot. I mean, this place is big. I don't know how many is going to show up. I'm going to start advertising it more and more and more and more. I got to see if I can get a meat wagon there because the Duke in Maryland, I believe, is coming, and he has a meat trucker. Why did I say meat? Roach coach, whatever you call them. My brain stopped. He does the trailer with all the food on it. My brain's, I can't think what I'm trying to say. I got to see if that's food truck. That was a tough one. Who knew?
What?
You believe that? I don't even drink. I'm going to see if he's allowed to bring it. If not, then it's pretty much pack a lunch thing. There's a lot of restaurants and places around, you know what I mean? But I'm going to see if Keystone will allow that so that he can at least set up shop and we can do it that way.
Right here.
Alita stopped in and she was saying good evening to everyone. That means everybody. And Rip said, I need help building my Berry and buggy from scratch. I have all the parts and also help with my brake conversion. What did you mean by the brake conversion? You mean just disc brakes? Because I have a video up on that. And also I'll be doing another one very shortly. I want to complete my front beam. WD rules for Tampa during Christmas, but it's my aunt and uncle. And I bumped the chat too far. Lita, apologies for not being around. Been really sick. Oh crap, Alita. I just asked Lisa earlier. Are you feeling better? She was probably like, what? Lisa's fixing her ignition, trying to get a new key, and I got mixed up. You got all these pretty ladies, and it's like, hey, everybody's sick. You all right? I'm sorry. I apologize. Lisa's probably staring at the screen going, what a nut, but it's never apologize. I hope you're feeling better, my friend.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that was nice. I drove from Miami to Key West spring break one year. 12 of us in 2 vehicles. Sunrise was absolutely breathtaking. That sounds awesome, actually. And let me see. Fernando, how are you? I'm glad you stopped in. Wait for spring weather to paint 68. May bring it.
You know what he reminds me of?
Too.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. What's that?
That song by
ABBA.
ABBA. Every time he comes in here, I'm like, oh, I love that song.
You're a mental little thing, aren't you?
I was just saying.
Heather
it's not a common name.
Heather just dug out
It's a nice name.
The 70s music.
It's a nice name.
It actually is.
I like it.
Wait for spring weather to paint the 68. Maybe bring in the 77 to work on. I wished I could.
Well, I'll tell you what, if these cars aren't done by the whole Slades picnic, I'm bringing all you guys back to the house and we're fixing them.
Yours is not going to be done by July. It can't be. I got.
Well, then I'm buying a car.
I got to. No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
You already have a car.
I am.
And you drive a brand new Jeep. We're not doing that. I don't
care.
I actually got to pull the body off of hers, which I'm looking forward to. I want to see a chassis just laying in my garage like I did years ago before I started filming or using video camera, whatever you want to call it, I wished I had the room vintage. I really do. But I'm working out of a 14 by 23. Cute. Everybody that stops at my garage to visit me, they go, wow, it looks bigger on film. So it must be an illusion, And Amelia said, hi, Heather. That is the sweetest cat. Neil and I look forward to y'all every week, like visiting with friends.
Oh, that's sweet.
Thank you, Amelia. That's very nice of you.
Tabitha says thank you.
Hey, what? She'll end up smacking me one. She's weird.
She has her snake.
She's a baby. She's 5 months now.
She fetches like a dog. Yeah, if I throw it, she'll bring it back 100 times to you.
I didn't know rag dolls were like having little dogs. They like train or something.
Yeah, she knows a lot of stuff.
She's weird. But welcome, Amelia. I remember you were in here last week. Thank you very much for coming in. I do. And it is. It's like a big family. It really is. Darren, yes, be for her, flip-flops and shorts year round. Oops, I just bumped my cursor. There we go. And how's the carnivore or keto diet going? Auto, you know about this whole carnivore and keto diet? I haven't started on it. No, I'm getting better, though. I've been eating some type of wraps. You know, them... okay, I'm not doing any good. I'm bad. I'm a bad influence on all you. I did make homemade chili dogs the other day, though. They were good. Heather won't eat them. She eats healthy, and she just looks at me and goes, That's my style. I love these mountains, but I like the beaches, warm weather much more. Yeah, I will say the cold weather's getting to me as I'm getting a little older. I mean, I still feel pretty good, but the cold weather just bites my butt. That was weird, but I don't take well to it like I used to. And Borna said, hi, did you ever paint your VW with Rust-Oleum paint and 2K clear? If so, are they compatible and will it last? This is my first run with the 2K clear, but I would like to say I've done enough research because Heather's probably tired of hearing Spray Max 2K clear. Use it. It's got catalyst in it. It's hardening. It deactivate. So she's probably tired of hearing it.
I'm sick of it.
You sound like a DJ there. That was pretty neat.
See, and my car won't need painted, so
yeah, yours will get done quicker. She likes the color of it, thankfully. But you know what, Borna? The Rust-Oleum, the last Beetle I did, I don't know how long you've watched the channel, the red Beetle, the Super Beetle, the first run around, you know, in the channel, that was with a gun. That was HVLP with Rust-Oleum cut with, I think it was acetone I used. And that was maybe like 2 years ago, I think. And it's holding up beautifully. However, here's what I'm doing, and then I'll finish up with this part. The first car in the channel was shot with a gun with Rust-Oleum cut, budget paint job. What I'm doing now using the 5-in-1 spray Rust-Oleum can is probably not a budget to some people, but if you don't have a compressor and you feel a little like apprehensive and want to do section by section, that's what I'm showing. And I'm doing it for a reason. And a 2K clear in the can has the catalyst, the Spray Max. It is the same as shooting it out of a gun, just a different delivery method. It's durable. The shine, you can see yourself from a mile away. Well, not a mile, but it will hold up just like shooting clear coat with hardener mixed in it from a gun. Garrison, and there's somebody else on our group that has used it, and their car's been done for a few years, and they look great. They really, really do. And the cat's bothering me now. They're on our Carburator mountains too, and I loved out of an ice cream truck with a hammock and a full snap-on box. Somebody just had a snap-on box on a marketplace from our group, and I can't remember who it was now. I was tempted, but I'm broke right now. Brake lines and disc conversion. Rip, if you look in my playlist, because I don't have the website completed for the index yet, I did a disc brake conversion on there for a buddy of mine, and I filmed it. It's very easy to do. And I'll be going over that in a couple weeks because my beam's in, and I want to do my brakes, calipers, and get them all on there. So I'll be going over that in a few weeks, but there is a video on my channel. If you look, I did it in like 35 minutes, so people didn't get bored. Fast forward video, wish me dead, you know, so I did it as quick as I could on video. Yeah, Lisa, the keys. I know, honey. Zim, what is up, Zimmer? How are you, brother? The keys, honey, make sure you send that to Justin. I couldn't quite make out the numbers, but I'll be honest with you. I don't know my numbers with the keys. but he may be able to figure that number out playing with that photo, and he may be able to hook you up. He's the best. I don't care what anybody says. He is good at doing that. Let me see. I was talking so long, I got way behind. Heather, you're offering a group build for my Class 5 Baja.
Sure. Everybody, he needs a group build. Let's go.
Number one, what's up? Look at my gorgeous little dumpling. Oh, I could snuggle up and crawl over her. Also, hi, kitty. What's up, number one? Were you hiding in the weeds all that time? Because you didn't say nothing until now. I'm working on bedding the body on my 70 at the moment. Any pointers? Toby, I have put a video up. I think you're saying about removing the body. There is a video on my channel about removing the body, and it will tell you every little thing to do. Heather and I did that video together, actually.
Did we?
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
What did we do?
We were cutting grass.
No, I wasn't paying attention.
He's taking the body off of his car.
Oh.
We did a video on that, Toby. If you check the playlist or just scroll through my videos, you'll see how to remove the body. And I'll be doing that actually in the spring, though. But nice. I tell you every little thing to do to get the body off. So it's very easy to follow. Our shows are getting bigger and drawing more sponsors every year now. Well, our first Delaware, May 4th, our fall show, I think September, October, Good Guys show at Dover Downs. That's cool, Glenn. I wished I had more stuff near me. I really do. But it's okay. It just means I have to do some traveling eventually then to hit some of these big shows. You want to see chassis until you have the body off. All it now is to get the body back on my chassis. Yeah, Zim, but you're doing it right. You're not rushing it. You're taking your time. You're going to be happy when it's done, brother. Heather, idea of a live video. Will it run and drive video would get a lot of view if done right. Oh, yeah, definitely. There's no doubt, Vintage.
Yeah, we did that on the one.
On the 68, we did Will It Run. And I did get that old motor that sat in the junkyard forever to fire up. I didn't play around tuning it, but I want to see if it run, and that was a fun video. Was fun. Slade cold weather has me in a full lupus flare along with my migraines. It sucks. Ugh. I'm sorry, Alita. I hate hearing about people suffering. As advanced as we are with stuff.
Yeah, I wonder about that.
I won't get into all that. I'm sorry. But I hope you feel better, honey. I really do. I really mean that. And Josh Mandel made it in. And Joe made it in. Please don't forget to hit the like button.
Thank you, Alita.
Thank you. We have 61 people and 59 likes.
Oh.
And Mr. Veter Beater, I was just talking about you. That's the Duke I was talking about, who has the food cart. So I'm going to see what I can do if he's coming July 12th up here to have his food cart. Because I heard a lot about his cooking was really good. And I don't want to get into that because I'll get hungry late at night. I'm going to get up and go to work tomorrow. Good night, everyone. Hey, good night, Adam. Have a great night, brother. I hope you have a great, great weekend. And where am I at? There we go.
You have to bring it here.
The video is very easy to follow. We did it as well within half an hour. And I have to do front wheel cylinders on the buggy, blah. Oh, Josh, the wheel cylinders are not bad. They're really not. They're pretty simple. Just get good ones, though. Enjoy the Canada this weekend, folks. Should last till allowed late January, early February. Oh, I just want it to be April already.
It's too cold.
It is cold. Thanks. I'll watch that video. You're very welcome. And OK Fixer Channel is building a 70 body off resto. Wait, my screen just jumped again. I did it again. There we go. When I bump this mouse, it just jumps. Yeah, he was on a while ago, and then he quit filming, and then he come back. So I don't know what he's going to do, in all honesty. Hey, Kevin, I didn't see you across the room. And thanks, 76. Good night, Adam. Darren, I've been here for a while. Got a new phone, working on setting it up at the moment. I have to pull my brake master and pedal assembly back out. I wish my body was still off, so I don't have to be in a hurry to put it back on. Yeah, you know what? Doing the brake master and pedal assembly really aren't that bad. Just Bob, make sure, and I'm sure you know this, but if you're messing around with the master cylinder and the brake pedal assembly, and I'm sure you know this, just make sure you only have a small gap. I think it's 1 millimeter. I did a video on that, so you don't have any pressure on the master. I ran into that before. Them rattle cans aren't cheap. Lots of companies making cheap clear. If you get in a pinch, you want to save money. How many coats of clear are you planning on, Slade? The rattle cans that I'm using, okay, you were talking about the clear. I was making sure. I use the Rust-Oleum 5-in-1 spray, but I will only use Spray Max 2K clear because that is top quality. They're not cheap. I think if I buy them in bulk, like a 6-pack, I think they're like 23 a gallon, 23 a can. That come out wrong. However, I'm probably going to lay on 3 or 4 coats because of cutting and buffing. So that's probably where I'm going with it. Good night, Scott. Thanks for being here, brother. I'll catch up with you tomorrow.
Good night, Scott. Love you.
I'll give you a call around 1 or so tomorrow. We'll get the coffee thing figured out. Is it just me or does it smell like pepperoni pie in the shop about 90 minutes when Slade remembers he forgot to turn off the heater?
Probably does. Probably does. He just bought a 5-pound bag of mozzarella tonight.
Thank you for broadcasting that.
Mr. Keto Diet.
Well, I mean, cheese is good for you. It keeps your cholesterol down. But, well, I mean, it depends on how much you eat. But
oh, my God.
Well, because I like making homemade French bread pizza. It's very cheap to do.
How many pizzas can you make with 5 pounds of mozzarella cheese?
I'm going to separate it up.
5 pounds.
Well, yeah. I mean, we want to go in full force. We don't want to like play games. I'm gonna separate it up into 1 pound.
When I buy mozzarella to do something, I buy a little ball, a nice, good quality one. Shave it up.
I'm too lazy to sit there and
5 pounds
slice it. Well, yeah.
Do we need 5 pounds?
Well, what if they quit selling it?
They're not going to quit selling it.
Well, Jesse, hey to you both. Bernie and I are off to party. Thanks again for the shout out. Couldn't leave without saying hey, y'all. Sounds good, Jesse. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. And asking, and you're very welcome about shout out. I'd like to start doing that more. I thought it was fun. When I did the sunroof video that came out today, Jess was new to the group, and he actually put a picture up and a short video driving in the snow. And I said,
oh, yeah. Oh, that was
who that
cute.
is.
I like that.
And I thought, I don't know how fast I can move with getting pictures or little videos from folks, but I thought it'd be fun each week on the Friday video if I could put somebody up every week at the beginning just for 60 seconds to show a picture or two of their Beetle with them standing by it or standing on our head or whatever, and just a short video of them maybe driving it. And it don't even have to be a video, even a few pictures. So hopefully, I can get that accomplished where I can get people to chime in on the group. I think that'd be fun to give everybody a little recognition. Rich said, asking all, getting fuel and gas, carb pretty new, fuel pump or card? Well, if you're getting fuel in the gas, then you could have a hole in the diaphragm possibly in the fuel pump. Although there's a couple reasons that could be happening. Oh, Josh, I'm sorry. Good night.
Good night.
I hope you have a great weekend, brother. I don't know how long ago he had said that. I'm trying to scroll down. How do you shake or agitate your rattle cans? I'm asking Slade. Heather can answer too. Hey, you know what? Number one, funny you brought that up. I seen some guy, come here, Lil. I'd seen some guy make an attachment on his Sawzall, and he attached his spray cans to it and just, how you pull it, it was up and down. I don't know. I probably won't do that, but I thought that was kind of cool because standing there like that, just shake, 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 it's a pain in the butt. I do take mine and, hey, good night, Glenn. Have a great weekend. I appreciate you being here. And I put mine in warm water for 10 minutes first, the cans, to atomize, warm the paint and primer, blah,
Heck,
blah, blah.
I leave mine in the shed, go like this,
Yeah, you
and
do.
spray. I never do. I don't make a big deal out of it.
I pull.
But then again, I'm not painting cars.
Well, tell you the truth, I pull all my chemicals from the garage over the winter.
I never do.
And I put mine in a game room, you know, where they stay warm. And when I leave them in the garage, it half them won't work. The aerosol comes out. I guess the O-ring shrinks and lets them escape. But Heather will leave her damn rattle cans in her cement shed, you know, block shed.
That gets just as cold as it is outside.
Like 5 degrees out. And then in the summer.
I've never had an issue.
Yeah, yours all.
I even have generic ones in there, great value stuff, and
yeah,
they work every year. Never had a problem.
Not mine. PB Blast quits working. I get a pump air.
I don't understand.
I don't get it. Why that? You have a lot of good luck with that. There's a guy that sells attachment to the Sawzall. You know what, Zim? I did when I was watching a video of some guy using that, and I thought that is a nice way to shake it up. I thought he said in there in the description that he had this available, or I could be wrong. I could have swore I heard that. So I know you're right. I forget who that was or how much they actually are, you know. Richard, electric or factory fuel pump? Oh, I was taking it as a factory fuel pump, Mike. I should have asked that in all honesty. Let me see here. Rattle cans always turn upside down, then agitate. Yeah, probably not a bad idea.
You guys do a whole science to this.
That's personal use. Shake, shake, shake your booty.
It's a good song.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to get a hold of you, Duke, if I find out if Keystone allows the trucks. So I could have swore you said you were coming this year, but I could be getting confused. So I'll find out from you first. And if so, I'm going to see if you can bring your cart. And you can make some money, and everybody will eat, and they'll be very happy.
It'll save me a lot of headache.
DW, what's up? Tape rubber hose to the can and wedge the hose over an old doll blade and let it rip on the floor for 5 minutes. Hot water trick is good too. Yeah, I'm always using warm water, a little warmer than warm, but I watch how I word it on a video, and I let it sit for 10 minutes, and it makes a big difference. The YouTube channel is AC Designs. Okay, I'll look it up, Zim, because I did see that must have been the guy I watched then that had the attachment for the Sawzall, and boy, that saves a lot of shaking. Wow. James Pace said, sorry, I'm new here. Wow. How many cans for the car? What year is Heather's Beetle? Well, first of all, James, thank you for being here.
Welcome aboard.
I appreciate that very much. John Romeo logging off. It was fun to sit in the live chat for a bit. Thank you, John. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. I really do. Have a great weekend. Let me see. How many cans for the car? James, I'll know that in the end. I don't know. Let me do something real quick here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gathering around maybe 10 to 12 cans maybe for the car.
What did it take for Gracie?
No, that was shot through a gun.
Oh, that's right.
So I would say about 10 or 12 cans, and I'm guessing right now. You know what I mean? I missed mine on, and then I go heavier, heavier, heavier. And then, of course, there's the clear coat after that. But it's going to come out nice. I'm excited. And mine is a 68. Heather's is a 77. But we pull all of ours from the salvage yards because as long as I can get a title for them. And I save them. Anybody can buy in the marketplace. We save ours from the junkyards. We pull them out of there, redo them, and
yeah, but nice. Mine came from a junkyard, and only thing I really need is floors.
Yeah, you need floor pans. I am going to put a new harness in it.
I mean, it needs stuff, but
yeah,
the ball, I don't have to paint it.
No,
that's what's nice.
Even the heater channels are good.
Even my heater channels are good. Yeah.
Let me see. Did you get a chance to show Heather that car chase scene from the driver 78? It's got a perfect little truck for her. No, I didn't, number one.
Oh, I'm interested now.
And I still got to go through my emails yet. So if any of you email me over the last week, right around there, I'm really behind on that. And love your videos, though. They help me a lot. Thank you, James.
Awesome.
I appreciate that. Truthfully, when the videos help people, it makes it worth doing. It really, really does. And 65 Ford channel has the can shake Sawzall. Okay, I'll check that out, Vintage, because I was just going to make something and put it on mine. But depending on what he charges, it's probably better that I just buy one, you know, depending on what the price is. Is that a total number, color, and clear?
Can I answer this one?
On the number of clear? Go ahead.
Said, is that a total number, color, and clear? No, it is not. It was just for the colored cans.
No, it was for all of them.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
I like this.
No, I knew that answer. I wanted to answer.
She's a nut. Yeah, that's for the color. And then remember, you got primer and then the clear. But like I said, and I hope this makes sense, you know, I did the first one with the HVLP gun and Rust-Oleum and quart cans. Fun video, so to speak. This one I'm doing with rattle cans. So after that, what I'm going to do is use my 21-gallon compressor with an LVLP gun instead of HVLP. And then I'm going to use single-stage enamel. So I'm doing different types of paint jobs. So let's say John Doe gets on my channel, hopefully the website when it's done, and goes to the index for painting. He can watch the videos and say, well, I'm using cans, or no, I'm using the LVLP gun with my little compressor. I'm doing it for a reason so that people have a choice to decide, you know, what's best fit for them. I remember when you got Heather 77, it was a fun video. It was, Leda. It was.
That was fun. I enjoyed that.
It's fun to take cars. Well, not about fun, but it's adventurous to take these cars and actually bring them back to life. Especially when you're pulling them out of a junkyard. You know, it's usually a death sentence for some of these cars. But Heather wanted an old bus there that was on its last piece of metal, but he wouldn't sell it, and we were going to go ahead and do that. But I'm sorry to rattle her up.
It doesn't take much for me.
Rattle her up. That was good, Bob. And I know Bob in real life, so I can see him sitting there like snickering right now.
I can't wait to see you guys again this year.
Him and Vicky are cool.
I know. They are the coolest people.
You should start a 24-hour chat group by text or something would be beautiful. Oh, if I had the time, I would, trust me. And that's why I said I wanted to do more live stuff from the garage because I think it would be fun. But the ones that I'll do while I'm actually working on the car, I can't look over and see the comments. Like if you're going, hey, butthead, you know, I can't see it while I'm working, so that's the only thing.
I can monitor it if you do a live chat while you're working.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I can read you what people are saying.
No, don't do that.
You don't want to hear what people are saying?
Let me see. It's nice to be able to pull cars out of junkyards. There's nothing like that on Long Island. Very beautiful beaver Slade and sums. Yeah, you know what, James? We are lacking salvage yards near us now that have older cars. Heather loves going to the salvage yards and walking around, but now she's getting like, wow, all the salvage yards are just newer cars.
Did anybody see the video I did? I did a full video and named it Life After People, Volkswagens After People.
That was on your channel.
It was on my channel. I did it's a pretty long video.
Put your channel on there because some people may not know your channel exists. Heather did a lot of crafts, pawn building, stuff like that. But in between where we would go to a salvage yard, she's like a kid in a candy store. But then you got to listen to the stories. We seen an old bus. And then Heather stood there for 10 minutes talking about somebody bought this new at one time. They probably had a family. They probably went to SeaWorld. It's like,
Shut.
oh my God. She had it all worked out for somebody. But, you know, I like going to the salvage yards, but sadly we don't have them here like we used to. I would give anything to buy a little piece of property, get my salvage license, and start grabbing as many old Beetles as I can. I really mean that. But it adds up, and I can't do it. Or guess where we would be having to meet every year? Let me see here. I used an LVLP with a small Harbor Freight compressor on my 72 Super. It worked well. Roger, what size was your compressor, brother? I'm curious. I watched the Underground Paint King, and he's the one that got me hooked on the LVLP gun. I'm dying to try that. I'm going to shoot something real quick in the spring, piece of metal, my neighbor's dog, anything. I just want to see how it feels to shoot LVLP. I have a 21 gallon. It should work fine with it. I'm curious what you used. Let me see. It's a bright red regular cab stepside Chevy square body, plain Jane pickup, but powerful in stance and appearance and completely budget friendly. Excuse me. I like budget. And you like them old Chevy pickups. Heather likes the old square bodies.
The old pickups.
My son's boss got a square body that's sitting around the back of his garage, and he won't sell it. And he ain't doing nothing with it, and it's clean. I mean, on a scale of 1 to 10, it's a 9, you know. But yeah, it is what it is. And people won't let stuff go, but they won't get it on the road. Let me see. Where am I at? Lonnie said, Slade, what kind of fan do you use to pull the paint fumes out while painting? What I do have, it's nothing fancy, is I use a regular fan. I put it in the window, and then if there's any, opening left, I put some cardboard there. And I take furnace filters, the cheapy ones, nothing like the HEPA filter, blah, blah, super duper turbo filter. I use the cheap filters from Walmart. I think are a 5-pack for like $3, $4. And you can almost see through them a little, that blue mesh. I tape one onto the inside of the fan so I can cut down on the overspray because of neighbors' cars. Unless they want that nice little Metaflake on their car. But I do use a regular fan, and I whip it up on the high to pull the fumes out, and it actually doesn't do bad. It's a regular box fan. You'll be seeing it in the videos very shortly, because I got to paint my dash, like it or not, and heater channels on top, so I can go ahead and do the headliner, so I can start doing the interior, mask off all the windows, and then spray the outside of the car. How small of a compressor? Yes, saw the link on Slade's page and watched on Heather's Haven. Thank you for that, John. Heather's going to be switching her channel up a lot. I don't know. Heather's not sitting here, but her channel can go 2 different directions right now, and I don't know which way she wants to go with it. I was going to be on it with her, and we were going to do a show together on air, but I feel if I do, the show might be pulled from YouTube. So, I mean, it was nothing dirty or weird, but so she may continue her Heather antics. I told her start doing a lot of the old cemeteries and different things like that, and she does gardening. She does a lot of different stuff, really. Girl knows more than I do. But I had ideas for her channel, but probably better not, or people will have a heart attack. If you know the products and how many are needed for the whole project, ballpark, you can contact the company directly to try to get an order of all the same factory batches. Makes a difference. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Number one, buying in bulk makes a difference. That's for sure. There is no doubt. Let me see here. Sims, I love going to salvage yard here in Texas. They have a lot of rust-free cars, so I want to bring them all home. Oh, yeah, you got it made, Zim, bro. I mean, where you're at, you don't got the crap that I'm dealing with here. Well, anybody northeast, we're in the Rust Belt. Geez, I hate that name. And the first car I did on, I mean, not the first car I did, the first car I did on YouTube was from Arizona. Wow. Like that Beetle, I bought it. It was stripped down. Somebody already stripped it whole down to nothing. There was a shell, but I got to see it and was like, you got to be kidding me. There's cars like this on this planet. But my son just picked up a 2002 Silverado a year or two ago. Four-wheel drive, came from California, LS motor. Wow. A 2002 in my state, Pennsylvania, the rust capital of the world. The underneath looks like it just came from the factory. I told him you might want to hold on to that truck for a while. Heather put her link up. And Alida, I like that name, Alida. I'm with Heather. I just love the old pickup. Oh, yeah. And you know what, Alida? My younger daughter, little Heather, she wants one of the old 50s pickups. I like the 60s too, though. But she was watching Barrett Jackson, which are higher priced on there anyhow. But she seen them and went, well, so much for that right now. So, oh, Roger, we're on the same bus together, 21 gallons. So you were happy, no problems. Did you shoot section at a time and then stop? Do you know what pressure you used on your gun? You got my attention, Roger, because I have a 21 gallon. I didn't get the LVLP gun. I got an HVLP, but I wanted to try this. I was watching this guy on YouTube night after night, and honestly, I got to try it. I got to try it. And I'm glad you have a 21 gallon. We have the same one. Let me see. Zim, I am in Utah, and I just saved for sounding from sitting in a field. Dry desert weather, very little rust. Yeah, Toby, then that's the thing. I mean, they do sell panels and blah, 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 and I get it. But, man, it's nice when you work. I got spoiled the first time around on my channel with an Arizona car because I've owned 12 or 13 or 14 Beetles, and I don't really remember over my life, and they were all rusty. And I brought them back to life, and it doesn't make me Superman. But that Arizona one, I was smiling the whole time I worked on it. I mean, that was awesome. Good to know, Roger. I was wondering the size would be best for LVLP. Yeah, and Alita, when I did that Harbor Freight, Alita said I'm with Heather. I just love the old pickups.
Mm-hmm.
I actually had, when I went to Harbor Freight, surprisingly, they let me film inside of there. Well, they didn't have a choice. I was almost done when they caught me. But
that was funny.
Because I'm like, let's go to Harbor Freight.
I don't have that kind of guts.
No, I did. I didn't
like
care.
He's always like, why don't I film you for your channel going around thrift stores? I'm like, I don't like people seeing me filming.
Yeah, she don't like it. I walked into Harbor Freight and started filming the whole way through, and then I got a discount on the compressor, the 21 gallon, and I said it right on the video. I'm like, they screwed up. I'm going to get them on this because they left the sale sign up too long. And then the manager stepped in on video. It's on my channel. And I had a blast doing that video, but I don't film much at Harbor Freights or I don't know where else I film at, but it didn't get as many views as I thought. So I don't know if people just didn't catch it or just didn't like it. But I like filming in public places. I had a good time. But I actually, the 21 gallon LVLP matchup, I heard a lot of good about that. And I'm glad Roger brought that up too, because that gives me a lot of incentive to do that. Although Heather won't let me paint her car because she likes the color.
No, it's perfect patina.
Let me see. Jason. Yeah, yours is. Yours honestly is. Jason, videos of the rust-free VWs in Texas salvage yard make me. Yeah, I agree, Vintage Romeo. I see a lot of these videos when people are, in different states than I, and man, I get jealous. It's like, damn, they're getting these cars are a little faded, like Bob Putty, right there.
He has an X. Oh, I love his Beetle.
Oh, I can't wait to. I don't know if I'll get to see it like, in real life, but hopefully I will. I think I will somehow. But the point being, Bob's put up some pictures of his car, and this was a little while back, and I seen it, and it's faded. It has that light patina on it.
Oh, it's so pretty.
And not, who am I to tell Bob what to do, because I wasn't being disrespectful, but I'm like, Bob, don't paint that car, please. It's solid, but it's just that perfect patina. It's not that forced patina where everybody's sanding them and it's like,
yeah, I don't like that.
yeah, look, it's patina now. Well, I don't know. It's okay, I guess, but some go too far with it. Bob got the perfect one. I would buy his car. I would buy that car. Okay, I got carried away. You still drinking soda pops and not homebrewed blueberry iced tea for antioxidants and lower cholesterol? Actually, Heather made me homemade tea.
He is drinking iced tea tonight.
Homemade you boil the tea bag thing or whatever. There's no sugar in it. There's very, very little, huh? There's not even worth talking about. So truthfully, yeah, number one, all joking aside, thank you. There's no more soda in the house. None. Because Heather said no, or she'll beat me up. And I'm getting older. I don't feel like her beating me up. If she does, we'll film it though. Everything is a video. But I'm trying with my health. I really am. You know, if you get up one day and you see rest in peace as a thumbnail on my channel, she'll take over, you know. She don't think that's funny. I'm sorry. If you find a 68 Mercury Cougar, I'm your Huckleberry. Hey, number one, that's funny you brought that up. My buddy Don, we were friends when I'm 60. We were 16 and 17, 18 years old, right around there. And he had, I believe it was a 68 Cougar. Oh, was it nice? 289 dual exhaust, like a maroonish color. It was beautiful. And a really nice kid. Really great kid. Never no problem. Got along with everybody. Well, boom, I didn't see him for like eons, you know, because you get married and move on in life. And here I just ran into him recently. And we're both, we're both 60s, police officer. And I brought up his Cougar right away. And he says, I don't have it no more. Obviously, it happens. But he bought another one and redid it. And then he got an old Belvedere from the 60s. And I know that was a crazy story to get into, but it made me feel so good that we're in contact again. But he had some really nice Cougars. I really like him. I was so glad we hooked up again. I went in sections, but it worked well. I don't remember the pressure. It was a few years ago. There's a picture of it on your website. On mine? I'm just kidding. I'll look at it, Roger. I like when members send photos of their Beetles and I put them in the member section on the website. I love that. I can check and find out the pressure from Underground Paint King. But you know what? That's what I was thinking, Roger, about spraying in sections. Now you got me wanting to do that. And I said I was going to spray mine with cans, but now it's driving me nuts because I have the stuff I need. When I painted my Fastback, I had a 21-gallon HVLP single stage. Did your HVLP work okay, Romeo? Vintage? I keep doing that. With the HVLP? Because I got a Campbell's HVLP in the garage. I should start spraying pieces of metal messing around. I went and looked, and yes, we have the 21-gallon. Okay, we have the same thing, Bob. Mine says 175 PSI, 21-gallon, blah, blah. I've used it a little bit here and there, but not to spray yet, you know. I did not catch it. I didn't catch it. I missed it. Dang. I'll just go through, Alita. You'll see me standing near a bright blue compressor, and that's when I went to Harbor Freight, and it was pretty funny. We talked on the way there in the truck going down the highway, and then she filmed me walking through. We were looking at stuff because Heather don't mind going in Harbor Freight. And we walked around and was looking at stuff.
Their quality is going downhill, though.
Well, you can buy a better brand that they have.
No. I meant like gardening stuff.
Oh, your gardening stuff?
It's all junk now.
It is. A lot of that stuff was junk. I agree. Stuff busts easy.
I used to love Harbor Freight. Now I love Lowe's.
Yeah, she's hooked up. You didn't take my Lowe's gift card, did you?
No. I didn't know you had one.
Oh, anyhow.
Where's it at?
I lost it.
Wait a minute. I just bought you stuff at Lowe's and you didn't use your gift card.
No, but thank you very much. One of my kids got me.
It's almost plant season.
Anyhow, if you go through the Harbor Freight, oh, she's messing with me. She's looking at me. I can tell. And I went ahead and walked through the store, and you'll see in the video, they screwed up and forgot to take the sale sign down on that compressor. And the manager, I filmed them right on her, and he was okay about it though.
Yeah, but that was the first time they ever walked us out to the car and brought everything up for us. Like they were like overdoing it.
She's right.
I was like, oh my God.
Because I'm like, do you mind being on film? And they're like, no, not at all.
They all brought stuff out to the car and was helping load it. And
I was like I was waiting for the red carpet to come out.
Yeah,
now they did not know who I was.
No, they didn't.
The one kid asked me, can I have your YouTube channel so I can watch it later? It was the kid who was ringing us up. But the manager come over because I'm like, hey, you got to fix that price. You didn't pull the sale sign down. The manager come over, and if you watch the video, you'll be able to tell. He come over, and he was almost like putting on an act going, oh my, let's fix this.
Yeah.
You all don't do that crap any other time.
It was so pathetic.
And he goes, let me get the compressor and load it into your vehicle for you. And I'm like, you don't do this any other time. But you know what? It was cool.
It was cool.
He was a nice guy. Yeah. I'll put that video up in the group at the top. It was funny. I'm hoping to bring it this year. No way, Bob. Are you serious?
Oh, that would be awesome.
Oh my God. I'm going to try. I don't know affordability wise. I only can do what I can do. I wanted to like pay somebody possibly or anything to film the meet this year. But since we are kind of going towards a weekend thing where a lot of you are going to be here for the weekend possibly, I want to do some interviews. But then I don't want people to think I'm ignoring them. You know what I mean? So
I'm going to be doing a lot of videoing.
Yeah, Heather will be doing a lot of filming. I'm trying to get my one daughter to come. She's my daughter that's an artist, but she's extremely good at filming. I wished I had her to film all my videos. She's like MGM. But truthfully, I'd like to do a lot of interaction on film and just put it all over the place because you folks are so wonderful. There's Misty. I was just talking about her earlier.
Hi, Misty.
Hey, sorry, just walk in, take the girls to the movies and dinner.
Oh,
that was pretty good. Do it again.
Oh.
I was just talking about you, honey, earlier because of all the jets you have in nice little shelving unit and cases. And I told somebody early about getting a hold of you for stuff like that. Let me see. So you're telling me all I got to do is walk in the door with 2-liter Pepsi and she'll manhandle the living Jesus out of me, get the ice and plastic straws. Hey, watch with the plastic straws. People are getting creeped out by them now. And my uncle just sold a 69 Cougar.
Oh.
I think they're unique. You don't just see, you don't see them. They're not as common to see at the shows. You can replace that sugar with pure leaf stevia extract. Check the ingredients first. Make sure it's just stevia and alcohol and no sugar substitute fillers. It's also good wound care treatment. Thank you, Mike.
Well, I tried that on him. He didn't like it.
Oh, I did?
Yeah.
Oh.
So I'm switching him over to honey because that's what I use a lot in mine. But it's a slow process with him. Very slow. I got to do it in increments.
Because I'm a child. And you have to feel bad for me.
And if you do it too quickly, he goes into shock.
Oh, horrible. Emergency room.
Yeah, it is. It's bad.
You're bad. Vice Grip Garage has developed a wipe-on patina sealer. I'm torn between sealing my wrap finish or doing a total repaint. A wipe-on patina. Wait, somebody else did that too. Crap. I can't think, but somebody else did that too, a wipe-on patina.
You know what makes me think of? It'd be like a woman wiping on all of her makeup all at once. That's what it makes me think of. It would look horrible.
How'd you come up with that?
I don't know. I feel like when you're doing a car, it has to be a step-by-step process. Just like when you're putting your makeup on your face, it has to be a step-by-step process. So to do it all at once, I don't know. I'd have to see a video on that.
Your creativity's off the hook.
I'm all about step by step.
Good night, Alita. I'm sorry. I just caught that now. I'm behind on
Alita.
scrolling down. I hope you feel better, sweetheart. And yep, I have the same one. Uncle Bond, thank you for the donation. I'm sorry. I'm scrolling, trying to catch up. And can I hit a like on that?
I always do. 5 other people did already.
Why can't I hit a like on it? Oh, I hit a heart. I wonder if I can hit a like now. And Uncle Bonna brought you up earlier, and thank you for the super chat donation. All that helps out. It really does. I appreciate that. I brought you up because we were on the phone last night for 2 hours, but not just a phone. We did a video chat, and it was fun. It really was. Well, him and I get on the phone, often. And here, I'd screen capped it actually. Why can't I'm trying to get this to
when you get older.
Oh shush. I don't know if anybody could see this. I screen capped by accident our video chat. We sat on the phone for 2 hours with him and I. That's nothing.
With their cats.
Yeah, cats. Batman was on. Tabitha was on. But I always have a great time with you, Uncle Bon. I do. We actually usually talk about 3 hours. Last night was 2, and then I felt bad. I said, I'm sorry, I think I kept you, but him and I click well. It's sad that we live far apart, and that's a bummer. I love Lowe's too. Yeah, Lisa, she likes her Lowe's.
I knew you liked it.
Especially the gardening department.
Oh, yeah.
And I turned the camera fuzzy from messing around.
Don't, just leave it go. It'll focus.
Oh, focus?
It has to grab it.
Oh, and someone is going to not longer have a Lowe's gift card. Get him, Mama.
Hey, it's only right.
Let me see what Dawn Elliott said. I just started my grandfather's 60 Beetle. Been sitting in my shop for 25 years. Whoa. Now that I'm 66 and retired, it is time to get on it. And Dawn, that is awesome. And it's always cool when you're getting a family member's vehicle. My father offered me his old Cutlass when we were young. He was getting rid of it. He had it since new and blah, blah, blah. To this day, it still bothers me that I didn't grab a hold of it. I was like, no, I don't have the time of raising kids because I would have still had that car. Whoa. She's doing some hokey pokey shit.
There it goes.
Whoa. Did you get it?
Yep.
It comes out of focus sometimes.
If you put something up close to it, it'll do that.
Mike said his Harbor Freight is nice, sincere, and helpful. And you know
where's
what?
Your Harbor Freight? I'm going there.
But ours are nice to us. They all are. But when they were on video, well, you got that to focus pretty good. You did the little shuffle
it's
there.
Voodoo.
Don't do that.
It's voodoo.
My hair will fall out or
voodoo.
something. Our Harbor Freight, there's good folks there, but you could tell when the camera was on, is like carrying my compressor out to the car, and I'm like, wow, you guys never do that. Gave me health insurance. I mean, it was like, wow. HVLP mines, high volume power 21-gallon compressor should go. Give yours a try. Yeah, that's why I thought with a 21-gallon, I might need an LVLP, the low pressure, because of small compressor. But you know what, Vintage? I already have an HV, and I got the 21-gallon. It can't hurt for me to even spray a piece of metal and just see what it does, because I can spray a Beetle in sections. That's the nice thing. Does Harbor Freight have good paint guns? Darren, I know somebody's going to nail me for this. Probably Heather. I feel like I'm filming in the garage with her right now. Now this was back in 2005, I believe. No, it was 2003. I bought a brand new Harley off the showroom floor, and it was the 100th anniversary. And I'm not all about, I don't want to use the word gimmick, but I got a bike from the showroom floor and ripped all the metal off. And Heather's like, oh my God, we just spent all that money. What are you doing?
He buys a Harley, brand new, brings it home, puts it in the garage. I come out with my coffee. I was all excited. I come out and he There was nothing on it.
I'm
like, where did the bike go?
Because I didn't want to do the whole hunt.
I know, but you could have waited a day or two.
She wanted to hurry up and go ride, and she went, "What
God.
happened?" But I actually had used, I think I had a 30 or 40 gallon compressor at that time at our old house, and I used a $35 Harbor Freight HVLP gun, and I laid base coat, clear coat. I took the metal off and got aftermarket metal and repainted the tank fenders. It came out beautiful. The longevity out of the cheaper guns, I don't know. But if you're spending $35 or something on a Harbor Freight HVLP gun, even if you get 2 paint jobs out of it, it's well worth it. But truthfully, their cheap gun worked fine. I had 0 issues, 0. Slade, if you grab a window mount or bring the Kiki punch without the windshield, mount the camera on the hood, and the host interviews the inside of the car. Sugar is American, useless.
Yeah, I hear ya.
America's all about sugar. Sorry, mother, I was never a cougar girl. I was always a T-bird girl. Only Ford I ever loved. I can make a joke about cougar, but I won't. I can't.
You need to shut up.
Misty, I love you. You're a very nice girl. But you were only Ford I ever loved. I liked some of the T-birds. We had a 79.
I hated that car.
She hated it.
Hated it. Like with a like I hated the sight of it.
Wow.
I hated that car.
It was a 79.
I couldn't drive it. It was like as big as a trailer.
It wasn't that big.
Oh, yes, it was.
It was black with red interior, and it was the special edition with the bucket seats and floor shift. That thing was so cool, man child. Honey on tea, cereal, pepperoni pizza, fried chicken, lamb chops. Number 1, I'm really hungry, please. I haven't ate since lunchtime today.
He tortures you on purpose.
It's just a clear coat that seals the vehicle. Yeah, I wondered what somebody was using that wiped it on, and I forget something patina, pappies or poppies patina or something. I can't remember now. With you, Heather, painting it one shot 100, and I'm trying to catch up here now. It's only a patina sealer. You take junkyard finish, wash down, then wipe on the sealer over your 40-year-old finish.
Oh, I thought you meant, like, here in my mind, I'm picturing you sand the car down,
yeah, right,
and then you paint it, and it comes out like patina. I don't know what I was thinking.
This is like a white. I know what they're talking about.
I didn't know that's what he meant.
I'll show you a couple videos.
Well, that's what it sounded like.
Oh, yeah, I agree. You're spinning out of control here. She's a little tyke. Mechanicsburg, PA, Harbor Freight. Seriously, the nicest guys. Yeah, I mean, like I said, the guys are nice, but you could tell when the camera went on, it amped up. You know, they were almost being actors. It was like, wow, you guys are pretty good. Not to be grassroots hippie, but Heather, abandoned lows for a local garden shop. Even if it's dry, you get better plants inside.
I actually grow most of my own from seed.
Yeah,
or I have a local garden place down here that I go to. Well, we actually have 3.
Yeah.
But I like Lowe's just for going there and just looking at stuff.
You grab a lot
buying concrete and
peat moss and stuff like that.
I love their concrete and
we have
stone and
we have Norman Gravel down the street, and that's actually, they have a lot of stuff there, but we also have 2 different nurseries, Jorg, that she goes to. So I agree with you. We try to support them a lot because small business, and they have excellent stuff, even topsoil.
And then I got the guy down the street here.
Yeah.
And he is my buddy, Alf.
Yeah, I like him.
He runs
cool. Gravel, mulch, pond stuff.
Yeah, it's just
everything.
Everything's outside the big pile, and I just love him.
And it's him.
He always takes good care of me.
Yeah, he does.
I just
in
like
all
him.
Honesty. I went to Harbor Freight. They didn't even want to give me bags to put my 42 $2.99 bins. Wow, that's weird.
That sounds about right, though.
I've never had that before. I wanted to know the same thing. I need a primer, paint, and clear gun. Any ideas? And you know, truthfully, I forget the tip. Is it 1 4mm or 1 6 for the clear coat when we did that before? But I would go single stage, Uncle Bon. Or you have so many avenues that you can go to. We'll have to get on the phone about that unless anybody adds in here, because you can go quite a few different directions, brother, on yours. Wanted to add, I love your videos, really help. You guys do a great job. Thank you, Dawn.
Thank you.
I appreciate that. I'm certainly not the best, but I do the best that I can.
I'm better than him. I know more than him.
Does that make you a know-it-all? Number one, gonna nail you.
I'll never know 1% of what he knows.
Number one is typing as we speak.
Yep.
I got her now, man. Trick of using a cheap gun and any other, keep it clean.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I have never had a problem with Harbor Freight's guns, in all honesty. Misty. Misty has personalized service. Never mind. Because I'll take it wrong. But NC Automan, good night to you. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it very much. It's an inside joke with me and Misty, because I had said about personalized service, because when you call her, you don't push one, push two till you speak English. Can you do a cartwheel, hop on one leg? She answers the phone. If she don't, leave a message. She'll call you back in a minute. It just means she's on the other line. But she will answer the phone and literally talk to you like you're a human being. She won't put you down. If you're polite to her, she's even 10 times politer to you. She hooks you up.
She's a good girl.
And she's awesome. And I said something about personalized service, and then I'm like, that didn't sound good. So that's been an ongoing joke between her and I privately. That didn't sound good either. Never mind. I'm not talking. I agree on the cheap guns. Keep them really clean. Oh, yeah. If you keep the guns clean, you're good to go. I mean, you don't need a $300 gun. You don't even need a $150 gun, to be honest with you. I remember when I was young, I had a Binks number 7, I believe it was called, with an agitator to mix up the metallic in it, but that was like 300 years ago. Keep those merchants and retailers that are decent, wonderful on the list. When we buy that small town, the corner houses to use as home retail. And, number one, seriously, all joking aside, I do try to really take care of the small business owners, because no matter what, everybody will complain and say, oh, we lost this store, that store, and that store. They're no longer around. Well, because you're not going there to buy things. You go to Walmart or Home Depot. These places are going to disappear after a while. So we try
Some of them
our best.
deserve to.
Well, yeah.
That lady down
there, yeah.
She, just because you have a small business doesn't mean you screw people.
And that's
either.
what she did. Added a bunch of stuff on the receipt.
I came home and was like, wait.
That is one small business I won't go back to.
Yeah.
Let me see here. Popular contest. How close are you to the fires? Hope you are safe. Yeah, I was concerned about that too, Bob. I asked him right away, days and days ago, and I'm sure he'll answer you, but thankfully he is safe. Hey, Nate, what's up, brother? Happy Friday to you. And personalized service is an inside joke. Yeah, it is. And it's nothing bad. Me and Misty have a really great friendship. We really, really do. She likes Heather more than me, but it's okay.
No, I think she likes you more than me.
No, she told me right out, I like Heather more than you. I think the reason why it is such a good joke is because the more we try to clarify, the worse it gets. Yeah, you're right. That's why when I joke about it, I'm like, I better quit it, because this is starting to go down a slippery slope, and people are going to be like, oh, now we see what's going on. But we got to head out. It's been almost 2 hours. And the reason is me and Heather have to run back out tonight.
I got to work.
And, hey, Big Pimpin' Bond. Master, they're friends. Master of the Bon Camino. I'm pretty far from the fires, luckily. I'm glad Ken.
Thank goodness for that.
I call him Ken, Uncle Bon. And Uncle Bon, again, I had a blast with you. I really did. I like video chatting with you more. We had a great time. He walked me around this house, because we usually will just get on the phone and talk. But that was a blast doing video chat. I'm sure Heather heard me in the other room laughing the whole time, but it was nice that you spent time with me. I really enjoyed that. Number one, I like Heather more too.
Thank you. At least somebody likes me.
Hey, thank you all for being here. I really appreciate it. I really do. We'll see you next Friday night. And great chat. It was, John.
Yep.
We have a blast in here. We really do. I feel that it's nice for people to see who we really are. That means nobody will show up next week. No. But everybody have a blessed and safe weekend. And everybody give Nate a quick congrats before we sign out here. V8 Nate, beautiful new little bouncing baby addition to his family.
So awesome.
And he sent me some pictures, but I won't put pictures up of somebody's child, out of respect. We live in a different world now, sadly. But and Amelia's saying night, Toby's night, Mike's night. Congratulations to Nate. And you can tell he's a good father. I've watched his videos. He's down to earth. He really is. But thank you so much, everybody. We'll be back next, well, I almost said Sunday.
Friday.
Next Friday night for more antics by Heather. But God bless you all. I hope you're all happy, healthy, and safe. And I hope everybody.
I'll watch it tonight.
It's Cliff in the morning, so bedtime action watch for I'll see you folks next week, but you'll see the videos this week. I love you all. Talk to you soon.